Hey folks, TornadoTwins here, and I think we have some super exciting news for you because we just created the hardest hitting bass pack out there for the Massive by Native Instruments. Now, you can use this in any DAW that you have. I'm using Ableton for the time being, but if you use Logic, FL Studio, whatever else, it will work just fine. Now, before I actually play the sounds, let me show you how cool this pack really is. If I open it up, it comes with two folders. One of them is an Ableton example project that uses a bunch of patches in it, and then the other one is the actual patches. So if I zoom in on these patches, you'll see that they all have a pretty long name, and that is because we gave each of them a key range. Now, what is a key range? A lot of times when you use sounds that are built by others, then you don't really know what type of octave they use the sounds in. So you're kind of fiddling around seeing if the sound would fit what you're looking for, and you're spending a lot of time actually filtering sounds that are already nice, but you don't know how to use them. So what we did is we just applied the key range. Let me show you how to use it. If I drag the Massive in a channel here, then it will load it up, and as I go to the key range tab here, you'll see that every key has a number, every key on the keyboard. So it starts with 0, which is the lowest, and then the highest is 127. So as you play this, you will see them light up here in Massive. And if you're using one of the sounds and you're thinking, oh, I really need a sound in a certain range, then you just look through the patches and see, okay, this one is best for 36 through 48. Of course, these are merely guidelines. You can always go outside of that range, but this is where the sound is at its best quality, its optimal performance. So that helps you a lot in actually selecting sounds for your song, saves a lot of time, and it just takes the confusion away a bunch. Now let me show you some of the sounds in there. If you're using Ableton Live, then you're lucky because we have actually added a project example that is usable for Ableton Live. To open it up, go to Ableton, go File, and then Install Live Pack. Then all you have to do is serve to the Live Pack and click it, and it will ask you where you want to save it. So I'm going to create a new folder here and call it Examples, and hit Open, and that will start unpacking it for me. So if I go back to my actual hard drive, you'll see there's an Examples folder now with an Ableton project in it. So all I have to do is open that Ableton project, which I'll do right now, and it has a couple of examples in it. You're more than free to use the drum samples that are in there, the mastering on the master channel. This is all provided for you, and this is another frustration that I usually have with sound kits and patches and packs and all that you buy it, but then you don't know how to use it in a mixdown. So we've included a very professional mixdown. We use this setup for all of our tracks, and it also has a mastering channel in it. So I'll show you at the end what the difference is without and with the mastering on it. And this comes for free included in this pack. So first let me play you the sounds. This is a little bit of a fast song. And it's only using two bass patches and one lead sound out of the pack. So with only a few sounds you can already make this. So there you have it. I only made that in a couple minutes with just a couple sounds because I already knew what key ranges they were best at, and it was actually quite easy. So then let me play you something else. This one is 140 beats per minute, and it's more of a dubstep song, more of the slower halftime feel. And this one uses 1, 2, 3 patches as well, but it has a very diverse sound. So here we go. Isn't that cool? So if I go to the master channel here, I will show you the rack that's in there. It's actually quite intricate, multiple sub layers to it. If I turn it off, maybe oftentimes when you make tracks you feel like, oh, it feels kind of cool, but it doesn't feel as professional as songs that I hear on the radio or songs I hear in the club because it's not mastered. And usually, it sounds a little dull, and it sounds exactly like this. So you can see it's way less loud, and it's not as fresh and not as wide. So if I turn it back on, it will sound like this. So feel free to use that in your productions also as you get the pack. Now, if you're interested and you like to purchase the pack, it's really inexpensive. Please use the link in the description underneath this video. We've put a lot of time into it. Our friend I Am Think Tank is the sound designer of these patches, and he's literally spent up to 4 hours per patch. So it's not going to be a pack where you just open stuff and you actually see how little time was spent on it, and it was just to get you to buy things. This is a very high quality, high production value pack that you can use in your productions as you wish. Alright, so I hope you enjoy it, and please make a video reply of the tracks that you've made with it so that others can see what you've done. That would be phenomenal. Alright, I'll talk to you later. Thanks so much. Bye bye.